Check, check. Check, check.
Can it hear me?
Check, check. Can it hear me? Yes, it can.
Yeah.
People add, Chris is ready. Right, welcome to OTL Elite Season 2, Round 7, the Austrian Grand Prix. I'm joined tonight by Rob.
Evening.
How are you, Rob?
Good, thanks to you.
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Interesting race, Austria. Very short circuit, very quick. For these guys,
yeah.
I'm thinking it might be a good race.
Only issue you'll ever find at Austria is time penalties can play a massive part, just because turn 1 and in fact quite a few at turns are just bad for corner cutting if you're not careful. And it will be interesting. I know the game update that we've had says it hasn't changed handling, but just see how it has affected people's performances.
Yeah, I know the game may have... There wasn't very many penalties for running wide at turn 1 that I noticed when I raced there last week. Maybe the game might issue them out now. And there's always chance of rain here.
In the Astrian hills, there's always a good chance you can get rain. It's one thing, it would be good if we could actually get a weather report.
Let's turn that down. Evening Jensen, evening Chris. Good evening, Stephen. Just waiting for the last few to ready up.
Have we got as a grid? It's 17, I think.
I think we've got 17, yes.
18, actually.
18, which is pretty
and
good.
It looks sunny to start qualifying.
Yep. It looks very clear out there anyway. Keep an eye on people's tyres as well. Some may choose to do the medium. A couple of people have already.
Nelly and Rocco set the mediums already, and now Henry's flicking between the two. Jensen's chucked on a set of mediums. Smalley's chucked on a set of mediums. I wouldn't expect people to go out too early, because even if you leave it while sort of 10 minutes ago, you can still probably get 3 runs in, so it might be a quieter start to the session. And as I say, that was a car coming on track, just to prove me completely wrong.
And it's either Jensen or Brock. It's Jensen who's come out first. Yeah, it does look quite dry out there as well, so this should be fine. Medium tyre though is about what, half a second off the soft here, maybe 4, in between 4 and 6/10, I think.
Yeah, and I think for these guys, tyre degradation won't be as a massive issue here. I mean, you can. I'm guessing most of them are going to run a one-stop, probably medium to soft. Some of them, I think.
I would think so, unless there's a safety car somewhere in the race, they might change their strategy. But medium to soft or soft to medium, I think is fair to say quite easy for these guys.
And Aston Martin and a Mercedes joining Jensen on track, and a Rent Alpine, I believe, as well.
That's Mike in the Mercedes.
Mike, Connor and Nelly have now joined on track, but we're on board with Jensen, who's about to start his flying laps. He comes through the final 2 corners.
Turn 1 can always be tricky.
Yeah, it's a corner that you can gain or lose a good 2 or 3 tenths, depending how well you take it.
You seem to take it pretty well there.
Yeah, and this hairpin can gain a lot of time as well if you get good traction on the exit. Gone quite wide on the entry, which opens it up nicely, and that looks pretty smooth on the exit as well.
Yeah, it's one of my horrible corners for this track for wheel spin, coming out of that.
Nice and wide into turn 4 at the bottom of the hill. And this is where, this next section is where your setup will play a part. If you've gone for more straight line speed, this bit can be tricky, or if you've gone for a higher downforce, is that track? Oh, he's just got away with that, I think.
That.
Yeah, he's got a bit of traffic in the final corner, but they've moved out of the way nicely, one of the Alphas. This is going to be a 104, probably.
Oh, slight swerve out the last corner, but I think...
Yeah, 104.1.
Yeah,
good lap on medium tyres.
He'll be happy with that on the medium tyre as a banker lap. Mike's lap is
got
invalidated.
A couple more on a lap. Oh no, that's invalidated.
Connor's on the lap as well.
Connor's invalidated. Nelly is on a lap, I believe.
Nelly, he's coming into the end of sector 2.
Yeah, end of sector 2.
And he's also on the medium tyre. He's put up a purple sector 2 that I saw on the map there. Ooh,
into the final corner.
He took the last corner
very well. Than what Jensen did, but he's
104.8.
7 tenths.
Yarmouth's put up a 104.1 on the soft tyre.
That's making Jensen's lap time look good.
Henry.
Ferrari coming through. Pelly's about to start a lap, I believe. Yeah, Pelly into turn 1.
He's on the soft tyre. He'll probably want to get up near the 104s at least on these.
He's got a lot of traffic ahead of him though. This could be difficult unless they can all...
He might get a tow. One of them might be on a fast lap as well.
He's got a tow off Nelly.
A little bit of a tow off Nelly.
There's 3 more cars in the next sector though. It's a problem for him.
XL Rocco, it might be him, but he's on a lap on mediums, so I don't think he can get out of the way. He's in the Haas.
The next car ahead of him's not on a lap. Oh, he's run a little bit wide and that's invalidated, yep.
Which is a shame. It didn't look like he went too far over there compared to Jensen, but it's done his
Oh, Rocco's nearly lost it on the second last corner, but he's kept it on track.
Zero's just put in a 104.2 on a medium tyre.
And XL's done a 104.3.
Very, very
There's a lot of people on track right now.
TTG Nasilina is on a lap. It said he had purple sector 1. He's also on the medium tyre. I think Jensen did another lap there because it's saying he did 2. I don't think he improved on his time.
Oh, Brock on a 103.8 goes pole for now on the soft tyres.
TTG's lap here looks very clean.
It's a good lap as well. It's a 104.1. That's a very good lap.
Yep,
so 3 people on a 104.1 now.
Of course, that is an invalidated lap. URL Nick is also on the medium tyre. He's on his first lap. Definitely a spread though between the medium and soft. I don't know if a couple of them may change near the end if they're a bit further down. But
yeah, I think they can play it by ear.
Yeah.
Once you've got a banker lap in, you can sort of judge the session from there, really.
To say that, I've just seen that Jensen's put on a soft tyre there. Not his fastest lap, but the tyre he's put on.
And Brock's gone faster again. That's on the second lap on them tyres as well.
Nick just did a 104.9 on the mediums, that puts him 9th. So at the moment it looks like
Smalley with a 104.0 on mediums.
Oh, that's a very fast time, that is. We're trying to get Clarkie's as he's just about to finish his lap. I think this will be in a 104.
104.4.
So that puts him 8th at the moment. There's a few people still out on track. I don't know if they're on laps. I don't think Brock will be on.
Zero's not on a lap. Jensen's on an out lap. Brock will be on an in lap.
Brock's on provisional pole at the moment. He is on a soft tyre. Smalley's done his on the medium. Jensen's was on the medium. He's on an out lap on his soft compound.
I think Zero's probably going to the next man to start a lap.
He's in front of him, isn't he? Where is Zero? Yeah, he's coming down the home straight here. Going on to a lap. One car's coming out the pit, but I don't think he'll get in his way. With this being such a short track, I think you could probably get 2 laps out of your soft. They've obviously, well, Brock's obviously improved by a couple of tenths on his time for the second lap, so
yeah, the degradation is not particularly high.
no. Zero keeps it off that curb as well. That does spin you if you take a bit too much.
6 tenths up on his own lap at this point, so that's a 1:03.6 if he keeps it together.
Yeah, it'll be provisional 1 if we can hold this lap together. Nicely over the curb there, keeps it in.
Oh, he's gone wide, that's good. He's got away with it actually, wow.
He must have let off
But
enough.
but it's still a very good lap, so he's gone provisional pole and he's lost a good tenth in that corner at least.
Yeah, he's only he's a thousandth off Brock as well, so he's P1 by 1,000th at the moment.
Jensen's coming, no, he's invalidated.
His lap. Rocco is invalidated his lap. Nick's down in the pit. Clarkey is on the lap. We'll look at Henry. I think Henry's behind him. A lot of people haven't come out yet though. We've had 10 minutes of quali and only just over half the grid set time here. We may be waiting for it to warm up a bit.
Jensen's invalid. Looks like he's invalidated his previous lap and the next lap, so he's not actually going to get a lap on these tyres, I don't think.
And Clarkey just did a 1:04.1. That puts him 6th at the moment. We'll get a couple of people who haven't put a lap in. Kelly started a lap. Henry's was invalidated, and I think Chris was just moving out of the way of a few people. There's a lot of cars in the back end of start sector 2.
Mike's just gone on to a lap.
We'll pick Mike up after Kelly. They're both on mediums as well, so
A lot of cars in sector 2.
there's a car behind Kelly, but I don't think he can do anything at the moment. There's Lost Souls behind him on a fast lap as well. They're both on an out lap, on a fast lap here. He goes slightly wide, but it's fine into the last corner. And he picks up a 1:04.8 on medium tyre, so that's good for him.
Lost Souls on 1:04.0.
His teammate just behind him, I think Pelly was pulling him round a couple of sectors there, but he's put up a 1:14.0 on his medium tyre. He has done 2 laps on them though. We'll pick up where Mike is. He's done.
Mike's invalidated, unfortunately.
Connor's just had a spin there, and hopefully he hasn't got rear wing damage from that. I don't think it doesn't take it into the race. I don't think, but
No, as soon as he goes back to pit, they need to clear it.
yeah. So a few of these
Oh,
guys.
Pelly's out. Pelly's in the wall.
Oh, Pelly must have been at the end of sector. Yeah,
One.
sector
What?
one.
Just at the hill. I don't know what's happened there, but he's gone.
So he was 13th and out, so he'll get a fresh set of tyres that he can choose from. But I don't really know what happened there with him.
No, I just picked it up just as he was in the wall. Messina's about to start a lap.
I'm on Nelly at the moment. He's just started a lap, but he's on his second run on his soft tyres. He is up by 10th though.
Oh, and Messina's gone round the turn 1.
Messina's currently 6th at the moment. That won't do his tyres any good, but I don't think it'll be too bad. He's got the rest of the lap to sort out the temperatures, so he doesn't get any.
Jensen's about to start. I'll have another attempt to start in a flying lap.
Stephen's money is on Chris not to win. Ah, Pelly, his brakes stopped working and he went into the gravel and hit the wall. That's why he retired. Hopefully you can sort them out before the race, mate, because turn 1 would be...
Brakes in a Formula 1 car do tend to be important.
Yeah. Oh, Nelly's just invalidated his lap right at the end as well, which is a shame because he was probably half a second up on that.
Jensen's invalidated another lap. He's not managing to get a lap in on these soft tyres so far.
There are a few people who are struggling around here. They're all red here.
Which makes me think penalties in the race could be
going
huge.
On to a lap. Yeah, it looks like, well, yeah, penalty 0. Has he just put it on pole?
No, 0's been on pole for a while.
Yeah.
He's on another lap and he's a 10th down through sector
down.
2.
He had a little bit of traffic. He's got Mike's moved out the way for him. That's nice. His last sector.
Oh, that's going to be invalidated. Jensen's going to have another go.
Jensen's going to try and beat his time. The way some of these cut the first corner off though, and you just think, well, if I tried that, I'd spin or I'd be invalidated. He's a 10th up through the first sector.
Nice out the hairpin as well. That was really smooth.
Yep. I think he had a. Yeah.
Needs to find a couple more tenths on his own lap though to get into the mix of the front two.
That lap he did though, I believe that was a medium time lap.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yep. So he should find 3-4 tenths here somewhere, hopefully.
Well, he's nearly that's about half a second.
Already. As he
just keeps it together these last two corners.
That corner's let him off again.
These last two that he's been invalidating a lot of the time.
That looks very nice there.
Can he get around the last corner? Yes, he can. And that's going to be 103.4. Wow.
Cool. That's a very fast time here. The track's obviously warming up. These guys are getting quicker times in. He'll probably go on to another lap maybe. This is his first sector. Rocco's still stayed out in his medium, so I think he'll start on them unless he goes back into the pit. Pelly's out.
Well, everybody's going back in the pit lane at this point.
Connor are on outlaps, so we'll stick with Larry.
XL Rocco's out on track again on the same mediums that have already done 3 laps.
Yes, he is. I've just noticed that. It just went up by a lap, didn't it?
He's going to have to get back in quickly if he wants to do a soft tyre run, or is he going to call that a session on stick with them mediums?
He's in a good place, you know.
He is. He's just kind of done that extra lap on them tyres, which I know it's not much, but an extra lap might just come back to bite him at some point.
Snow Larry is just invalidated, which means he's going to have to go around again to try and get a lap in. Haas is going in the pit. One of the 2 McLarens are going on to a lap. Brock's on an out lap now. Let's see if he can improve on his 103.7.
Small has decided that's enough for this session, so he's going to start no higher than 6th.
Did he retire in the pit lane? That's
I believe
interesting.
So, yeah.
Because Brock's up by down by a 10th, so I don't know if he'll improve.
No, he's backed out a bit.
Oh, is Connor on his lap yet? No, he's invalidated as well. There's a PTG is going into that sector, so Nelly's come. Nick's back on a lap.
Jarham's run wide at turn 1, that's his lap gone. Sean Larry's just started a lap.
There is 120 left. I think they might just be able to get well, they will be able to get round if it was that, but it depends on how much fuel they've got.
Jensen's just going back out. Jensen's going to have to be quick.
Is he just coming
Rocco's decided his session's done.
Nelly's on another out lap. There's a lot of cars in down that same straight after sector, just at the start of sector 2.
Brock's about to go for his final flying lap of the session. He's just starting it now.
We'll go to Brock after Nelly. I don't think there's any cars behind him on a fast lap. I think they're all on out laps. You see 5 drivers still haven't put up a time. We will go to Mike. I think Nelly's just let off there. Has he let off? I think so. We'll go to Mike because he hasn't got a lap in yet. Snow Larry invalidated his, so he'll have to come round to do another one. Connor's just gone straight at turn 2. I don't know if I don't know what happened there. I don't know if his car, he'll be starting at the back.
Brock's not had the tiniest of laps, and that's invalidated, so Brock's session is over. He's going to be arriving in third.
Jensen's out, and he managed to just get on a lap.
Zero's not going to get on a lap. He's done, so Jensen's going to be pole.
Jensen literally crossed the line with not even half a second left. It went to 0 when it stopped saying out lap.
It's not going to matter. He's going to be pole. Everybody else has finished, I think, by the looks of it, because Zero's in the pit lane. Brock's done. Rocco's done. Lost Souls is done. Smalley's done.
Oh, Mike went over the curb. I think he'll put up. Oh, he's broke. So he'll put up a 104.9. He wanted to stay outside the top 10. Nelly's had a spin there.
Yeah, he's going to start. Make sure he starts on mediums there.
URL Nick just put up a 103.8.
Yeah, he did 103.8.
That's invalid. Where's Clarky? Is his invalid? Yes, his is invalid.
Jensen's not going to improve on his pole lap time. I don't think he's 10th and a half down.
Chris is not invalid. He's coming into the last corner. His sector was quite quick. This could be quite quick on the mediums. 103.9. Wow, so he's the top medium runner. I think. I'll look at.
Jensen backed out a bit to make sure he didn't go any faster.
So Chris on his medium tyre will start 6th.
And that is your qualifying session done.
Yeah, that is qualifying done. Nelly's gone back in the pit. So Jensen will be on third. We'll do it after. I can see it all. Some quick times out there though. Chris got down to a 103 on the medium as well. That's a quick time. They're very fast here. Right, so Jensen was on pole with 103.4, then Zero in second, Brock was in third, ERT Henry was in fourth, Euro Nick was in fifth, OTL Alan was in sixth, XL Rocco in seventh, SFR Lost Souls was in eighth, Smalley was in ninth, TTG Maslina was in 10th, Clarky 11th, Yarham in 12th, Elfwise in 13th, Nelly in 14th, then you have Pelly in 15th, Mike in 16th, Snow Larry in 17th, and Connor, who didn't put up a time, in 18th. Some of these guys, I think, struggled to get an actual lap in.
Yeah, they did.
They went out, they tried, but like you said, the invalidations here are harsh, and so are the penalties, which makes this race quite interesting, actually, because the more penalties some of these might build up, the closer it might be.
And then if safety cars come into it, that's when it really shakes up things up later on.
And that looks quite misty in the back there.
I was just thinking that looks very cloudy.
It doesn't look like it's going to rain. You can see the sun in the back there at the right, but I think it'll be fine. So Jensen carries on from pole. He's actually first in the championship at the moment. Smalley in second and Connor in third. Connor's starting at the back, but I think he started a couple of races at the back this season already, and he's definitely pushed through. It'll be interesting to see where they finish. McLaren are top of the constructors at the moment by 60 points. I guess Jensen and Brock have done very well to finish. There's your tyre strategy, soft to medium or soft medium. I think most of these will do a one stop unless they get a bit of wing damage or safety car comes out. Tyres, so the top 5 are all on softs. The next 7 are on mediums, down to 12th. You got Elfwise on hard tyre, Nelly's on the mediums, Pelly's gone to the soft tyre from 15th, so he will want to pass as many cars as he can in that first stint. Mike's gone for a hard tyre as well. I think he always does like a slower compound first if he can put it on, and he'll definitely be a lot faster at the end if they last and his strategy goes well. Snarl Larry and Connor both chose the medium tyre.
I think grip levels could be interesting at the start of this. If it's a bit overcast, it can make it a little bit slippery. until the tyres get that little bit warmer.
Definitely doesn't look as nice as it did in qualifying, does it?
No, I'm going to say tyre strategy looking at lap 15 before any of the soft tyres at the front are going to want to pit. So they're going to want to use the extra speed they're going to have for the first 10 laps just to really try and pull a gap.
Yeah, I think they'll have to. Obviously,
Pelly is the outlier of strategy. He's starting lower down and starting on the softs.
Yes. I think he can get past a couple of cars here at the start. He can hold on to the back of some of these on the medium as well. They are very fast, some of these. Obviously, some aren't from the elite league. But Pelly is quite quick anyway himself, so I think he'll just want to hold on to some of the smally guys and Lost Souls and Rocco if he can get a good start here. But we shall see.
We're about to find out.
We are. A decent camera at the front. It looks a bit blurred, but it should be okay.
But we are lights already.
1, 2, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and they're out.
And Pelly's jumped the start. Pelly's jumped the start. That's going to be a drive-through, and he's ended up last after it anyway.
Jensen's got a good drive anyway. I think he's going to hold first. Yes, he is. I think Brock in second is going to hold his position as well. Looks like everyone through the back had a good turn one. Clarkey lost a position there, I saw, and Connor's moved up already.
4 wide into turn 2, and they kind of all made it through.
I haven't seen any contact here. They all look. Los Souls is trying to go up the outside of Rocco. Look, they're all on the medium tyres, these people. But I think everyone got through that start.
That is a pretty clean start. And a pretty. Oh, we do have two drivers going wide. Yarham and Messina at the back have had contact and taking each other very wide in turn 4.
They were ghosting through each other. I don't know if they've sorted themselves out. Pelly's just behind them. He has a drive-through. Nelly must have just had a little problem there because now Larry shot past the inside of him. Oh, someone's just spun there. We've got... Is that Smalley's upside down? So...
Oops.
He was upside down. He's now at the back. The game must have reset the track. I can't see what else it would have done. He was upside down. I don't know what happens. There may have been a bit of contact. Because I do know on this game now, compared to the last game, the last curve doesn't throw you in the air as much. As Snow Larry gets past Mike there as well. We'll move back to the front. I think there's a couple of gaps anyway. Zero's sticking with Jensen at the front, half a second in front of Brock. Half a second behind him is Henry. Euro Nick's in a good place as well, and so's Chris just sitting behind him.
Yeah, the first 8, no position changes on the first 2 laps, which is unusual.
Predicted strategy stop for the medium starter. I think it's a soft, medium soft there for Chris's.
Oh, there's been a spinner at the back. I think that's Yarham. Yeah, it's gone off sector 2.
It says Nelly's a minute behind, obviously he's not, he's probably a second behind Connor. Mike's doing well in his hard tie, he's moved up to 13th. You get some of the placements, I don't think people are overtaking anyone.
Zero's hung on to Jensen really well in them first 2 laps, he's now got DRS.
Yeah, on lap 3 you get DRS, yeah, he will...
Yeah, back at the front, so going for a bit of a DRS train here because they're all still very close.
You see, Connor's already moved up 8 places. He's in 10th. He's on a charge. We'll get...
URL Nick's on a bit of a lock-up. Got Chris right behind him into turn 4.
So the top 8 actually haven't changed position. You've got Clarkey who's up 2 from 11th to 9th behind him. Connor's up 8. He started at the back. He's now up to 10th. Chanel Larry was just near him and he's now up to 11th, moved up 6th. Nelly's moved up 2 and Mike's moved up 3. TTG down 4. Elpwise is down 2. Smalley had that spin and was upside down, but he's down 7. Yarham was down 5. He had a spin and Pelly had that drive through, which I don't think he's taken yet. Mike's just got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Pelly saved his drive through, that's why he's so far back at the back.
Here come some of the penalties actually.
And we're going to change for lead. Zero's up the inside and he's going to pass Jensen into turn 2.
We've also got OTL Allen who's just overtaken Nick. on a medium.
Yeah,
compound tyre.
Nick was starting to be the outlier of that, but Jensen's going to pass Zero straight back down the second straight. Yep, into turn 4. Running a little bit deep on Zero's going to nick straight back underneath him.
Jensen, yeah, he's dropped back, so Zero's, I think he's through there into DRS at least, but penalties, OTL Allen just picked up a 3-second time penalty, Nick had his and Mike had his, so they're on 3 at the moment.
But yeah, the front 4 kind of pulled a gap now. There's a gap between 1.3 seconds between Henry and OTL Allen. So the front 4 are starting to just get away a little bit now. They're going to need to close that gap from 5th onwards, because that's a medium tyre running now. So Chris is up to 5th on mediums. If he can start just closing that gap into Henry a little bit at a time, he can pull himself right back into this. Because the front 3, 4 are going to scrap now.
I think Jensen's going to make a move on Zero here. He's going up the inside into turn 2.
Oh, with a slight lock up, he's run wide, but now Brock's there as well, looking for something down the inside. This is all helping Chris. You've got 4 people at the front fighting, corner after corner after corner, slowing each other down. And Zero again, and Jensen into turn 4, Zero's come out on top again.
These two have passed each other, I think, 5 times already, 3-4 times. Yeah, this is helping Chris. I mean, he does have that 3-second
Oh,
time
yellow flag in sector 2. Is that Lost Souls has had an accident or a spin?
He has spun.
He's lost his front wing completely.
Yep.
He's going to have to box. Will that bring out any virtual safety car or anything? We've got another spinner as well.
There's a spinner in sector 3
Is that Messina?
as well. That looks like Clarkey.
Smalley.
Was it Clarkey?
Smalley. Yeah, Smalley's just got back going.
Now Larry's just got up a fastest lap in the
back at the front, Zero's still ahead, but Jensen's going to get him under the DRS, probably into turn 2.
Yeah, he's going up the outside of it.
Yeah, that move's just going to keep happening lap after lap after lap.
Yeah, these two. Jensen had a slight lock up, which means Zero might...
But Chris has caught 4/10 in just over a lap.
Oh,
this is just
picked up a 5-second time penalty.
Yeah, in the pit lane, that's unfortunate. And Lost Souls has now retired from the session. He's decided enough's enough on that one.
Yeah, he lost his wing, didn't he? I'm not sure.
Lost his wing and got a penalty. I think he's just decided that's enough for tonight.
Connor's moving up still. He's just moved up to 8, passing Nelly there.
10 places in 6 laps. Sean Larry 10 places in 6 laps.
Yeah,
well.
What I didn't actually see there, I think Snow Larry got past.
Oh, Brock's going to go up the inside into the second last corner. That's brave, and he's done it. Wow, good move. Oh, he's run really wide and off track. Ooh, that's... You may have to give that one back.
I think the move was okay. It was just a follow through, but oh, who's coming up the inside there? Henry's coming up the inside of Zero there. He's made that move stick as well.
Been a bad couple of corners for Zero, that unfortunately. And Chris is only 7/10 behind him now, so he's going to get DRS and maybe start closing in as well.
Rocco behind him as well, he's sitting quite nice. They've got a gap back to Snarl Larry. I know he's got some pace and he'll probably close that. He has got 6 seconds of time penalties already.
The McLaren boys are going to have to play this one smart now and not battle each other. They're going to have to just drag each other along with DRS and not cost each other time, because if they start to battle, then it's just going to bring everybody right back towards them every time.
Yeah. Nick's just got past Nelly there. I think the same corner that Connor did, going down. Good drive from him at the moment, up in 10th place. But yeah, if these medium runners can hold on to, well, if Chris, Snell, Larry, and Rocco and Connor can hold on to these front lot.
Front 6 now covered by only 2.5 seconds after 8 laps. So this is looking like this could be a race-long battle. It could come down to strategy.
Snow Larry just caught up Rocco at 4/10 in the last sector of the last lap. Connor's absolutely flying behind him as well. These guys are going to obviously join the back of this race for pretty much first place.
There's Brock is doing the sensible thing right now. He's not fighting Jensen, he's just kind of keeping with him.
I think either Snow Larry had a slight problem there. He lost 7/10 off the back of Rocco there, just in one corner. Zero's just picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well. Penalties are all flying in now. Mike's got another one. I see he has 6 seconds. Pelly got 3 at the bottom there as well. Jensen's had a spin. Jensen's had a spin. From
That
first.
changes everything in this race now, because the McLaren boys were working together and keeping quite a nice gap.
I think
Jensen's
he's
now
going
down
to pit.
Well,
is he going to pit? Yeah, he's going to get off the
Jensen's
soft tyres. I think he'll probably put on hard.
It's going to have to be hard to go at this point, surely.
Who else has pit? Someone else has just pit in front of him as well. That's Nick. So Nick's going to jump out in front of him as well. Nick's just put on a fresh set of soft tyres. Jensen's just...
So is Jensen.
Jensen's sitting there. He's got 5... No, that was the lag that I had.
Yeah, Jensen's going to go on to softs as well, so he's going to run a 2-stop now.
Yep, they're both running 2 stops.
Is he going to come out behind Pelly as well? Because that would hinder him. He has come out behind Pelly, has he? No, he's cleared into that.
He's come out just in front.
That gives him some free air to work with on them fresh tyres.
We'll have to keep an eye on these front guys now, because Connor's got past Larry there, and he's closing the gap onto Rocco as well. Zero's picked up a 3-second time penalty. I think Chris will be loving this at the moment. I know he's got that penalty, but he's sitting behind these front 3 on his medium tyre. Rocco is in a very good place as well, just behind him, because he doesn't have a time penalty at the moment, but he's also on that medium tyre. Yaham's just picked up a 3-second time penalty, and Zero's got another one. So that's 6 seconds for him now.
Yeah, 6 for Zero, 3 for Chris, 6 for Sean Larry, 3 for Clarky, 6 for Mikey, 3 for Johan, 3 for Nick, and 6 for Pelly at the minute, the penalties.
I wonder how long they'll push their soft tyres though. I think they'll...
If it's a 1-stop to mediums, they've got another 6 laps to do at least.
Yeah, they'll do 15, I would think, at least.
But we've definitely got a mixed bag of strategies now. We've got some on old softs, some on old mediums, some on old hards, some on brand new softs.
I don't think
Henry's pushing Brock here all the way.
And Chris is actually starting to get very close to the back of Zero here as well.
Oh, Brock's round. Brock is round.
Brock is round.
Final corner, and he's missed the pit lane. Oh, there's another one round as well. Connor's round as well.
Connor's going round as well off the last curb. Ooh.
And Connor's broken his front wing.
He also reset the track. I just saw that. I don't know if Brock did, but...
I don't know if Brock got damage out of that. I don't know if he managed to keep it out the wall.
He's got
the camera unfortunately cut away. Yeah, everything looks intact.
He has a full wing.
But that means, and Zero's now past Henry in the middle of all that, back for the lead. This is hard to keep up with right now. There's that much going on.
OTL, Alan and Rocco are still right behind these guys. So now Larry's lost a bit more time. That might have been to do with the incidences as well that's happened. Connor's losing a lot of time, but then he has no front wing. He needs to get back in the pit.
I wonder if these soft tyres are going off faster than what we thought they were going to do, and people are now starting to struggle.
There's no way I can see that. Henry's looking quite good here with no time penalty. So now Larry's just picked up another 3-second time penalty. He now has, I think, 6 seconds. No, he has 9 seconds now.
Nick's just now got another penalty as well, and we're going to have another change for the lead, potentially.
I think, yeah, Henry's going to pass Zero here. He's going to go up the inside.
And Chris is right there as well. Is he looking to pick up any pieces of any incident that might happen?
He might
get them both here, you know? Oh no, they've both got really good drives out of that corner, actually. But we will have a change for the lead.
Chris
will
has
Henry
definitely
get
got a run on him.
No.
There's no way
He's
Chris
trying to
is
he can't go up the middle.
Ooh.
Close to contact between the front two. Chris has just sat there. If he can get through, I think Chris would run away at this point. His tyres are definitely much better than the front two now.
I think that's what he wants to do. I think he needs to get through and hope.
Yeah, he needs to get through now, really, can start using their medium tyres before these front two pit.
Yeah. Especially with Rocco just behind him as well. I mean, one mistake here could...
And Henry's in the pit lane.
It looks like Henry's going to pit. Yes, he is. He's going to come off his soft tyre.
And that might have just thrown Chris off a little bit, him slowing down in front of him. So he's just lost a bit of time to Zero there.
I think he's within... Yeah, he's still within the
another time penalty for Mike. And Chris is going to get the lead here, surely.
I would think so. Down the straight. Yeah, he's going to pass him.
I'd wait
the
and pass him on the
inside.
next straight. No, he's gone for it. And I've possibly waited there and made the move on the next straight because he's now going to have DRS against him on this straight. You might have made that move too early there, Chris.
Zero will come down the inside. He's got a lot of pace still down there. So these two swapping round as
it
much
might
as
have
the
been
other two.
better to have held that move off for a corner and gone down the next straight and done him.
So we'll see. Henry came out in 10th. He put on a fresh set of soft tyres, so he's doing a two-stop here.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, Zero's wide and Chris has got through. Zero's wide at the chicane and he's
going
to now get past.
well.
Zero's going to box, surely. No, he's kept going. I thought as soon as they got past him, they got off them tyres because he's now going to lose a lot of time.
Snow Larry's caught up a hell of a lot in that last, while they've been battling as well. He's taken, I think, 1.6 seconds off the last 2 laps.
Oh, but he's got another time penalty though for
Brock is in the pit. He's
Sean
got on
Larry.
a fresh set of softs as well, so it looks like everyone's going to do a two-stop here. Henry is back out where he should be. I think Brock had a bit of damage actually. Pelly's just got a 3-second time penalty. Zero's tyres, I think, have fallen off here now. He had DRS there, but so did Rocco, but they couldn't get past Chris there. And Snow Larry is now right behind Zero as well. I think he's going to try move up the inside here.
Yeah, oh, there's been contact. Ooh. He's got through though.
I think Zero just
a little bit forceful.
Slightly there.
Zero has to box this lap. There's no point carrying on now.
Well, if he does one more, he can do a one-stop. He's got a nice...
He's just got to get off them tyres at this point. He's losing too much time.
He's moved over to the pit lane line anyway. If he leaves those softs on, I think he'll be in trouble of losing quite a bit of time. That last lap didn't help him very much.
Where's he going to come out in relation to Henry now?
3-second time penalty. Again, Clark is... No, that's Zero pitting still. Where's he going to come out?
Zero's lost a lot of time there. Henry's gone through by 6-7 seconds probably. And if Zero's not careful, he might get passed by some of the others here. 5. No, he's got out ahead of them.
Smalley has DRS. No, he doesn't. Zero's come out 5.5 seconds, but he is on the medium tyre. I reckon he's doing a one-stop here, Rob.
Yeah, he's definitely going to push it to the end now.
Yeah, he has just gone slightly wide though. That might allow someone behind him. Oh, Jensen's just got past Smalley there. We'll keep an eye on him. He's on that two-stop as well. He had the box early.
Zero in clean air can now start to work his way back into this. He's lost a lot of time at the end of that first stint, but
the problem
clean air he can start to drag it back now.
He can't push it too much though, because he's already got that 6 seconds of time penalties. He's got 3-4 cars around him, including Nelly, who doesn't yet. Some of these haven't pitted. In fact, the front 7 haven't pitted. Henry's in a great place, but he has just picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Yes, so actually I just run through penalties for you while you're talking. Chris has got 6, Rocco 3, Sean Larry 12, Clark 6, Messina 3, Nelly none, Mike 9, Henry 3, 0 6, Smalling none, Brock 3, Nick 6, F. Lewis, Jensen, Connor none, Pelly 9 and Yarham 3. So there's a lot of penalties now in this race.
I think Brock's going to get past Smalley here. Mike also just got past Nelly into turn 2. Brock did go past her, yep, quite easily actually, because Nelly is, Smalley, sorry, is on medium tyres. Yarham just picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. I think that's put him on 6 now. He is at the back.
Is it me or has it just got darker?
It looks like it's just slightly got darker, especially through that last sector. OTL.
Oh, Chris has got another penalty.
He hasn't broken DRS yet over Rocco, but then has he got? He can't have damage.
A late safety car, if we were to get one, of this race is anybody's for the grabs with penalties. Mike up to 6th now, with not stopped on his hard tyres.
He has got penalties though. He's got 9 seconds, which I don't think will help him. But yeah, the medium runners in front of him. Henry's just got past Nelly there as well.
Yeah, that's
these medium runners. Their tyres may be going out now a little bit, and Mike will look quite quick here. He's definitely keeping up with them anyway. Oh, I think Rocco's right on Chris as well. He can't Can't overtake.
Yeah,
Yes, now Larry's joined
front
back
three are
as
split
well.
by nothing at the moment. Oh, Mike just picked up another penalty, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's moved to 12 seconds. That's not going to be good if he's where he is at the end. They're all very close there. Rocco.
Front three are holding a gap to Clarkey of about 9 seconds at the minute. But again, it's just if... Oh, Chris has had a bit of a moment.
Chris has had a
turn
wobble.
one.
I think he'll be taken here by Rocco. He's going to be done
Yep.
halfway down the straight. Look, Snow Larry may... No, he's too far back, I think. Is he going to look up the end? No, he's going to sit behind Chris.
Chris will probably get him back down the next straight just with the DRS again,
Snow
depending on
Larry,
the run out of there.
actually. Oh, Chris had another little wobble there.
I think Chris's tyres might starting to go off now.
Almost locked. Oh, and
he's gone down the inside
Larry,
and Sean Larry's crashed into the... Did he clip Rocco there?
Yes, he clipped the back of Rocco's left tyre and it sent him round. I don't think there's anything Chris could have done. I don't know if he's got wing damage. He did hit the barrier, but quite
no, but
he's
he's now getting swamped by Messina and Clarkey and that group of cars. Henry's now gone around the outside as well. Wow, is he going to make it stick? He is indeed. Them soft tyres are working for him right now.
A little bit of contact there again. Henry's still
going to go up the inside.
Still there. They're both still there.
Nicely done.
Now Larry had to concede that, I think, in the end. Obviously, Henry's on fresh soft tyres. What, 4 or 5 laps old, 3 4 laps old. And Clarkey's just got past Snow Larry there as well. Clarkey's on a medium tyre. So
Henry's going to move back up to third.
Moved into first place as well with the DRS, but I think Rocco is going to get it now and move back in front. Henry's just moved up to third. He's only 8.3 seconds behind these front two. I think he's on.
Have we got an accident somewhere?
Messina had a spin, I think.
Yeah, we had a yellow flag at the top of the hill.
Him, I think as well.
Jensen's dropped back down to 15th.
Jensen.
I wonder if he's had another spin somewhere at some point.
He must have, because Connor was quite a way behind him. I think he's just had another spin. We've got Brock on a charge as well, going up into ninth after he lost his wing. Was that a slight...
Was that a spot of rain? I thought I saw. It must have just been a glitch.
Screen. I think it's a glitch. Where are we going?
No, it's raining. It's raining, Paul. It's raining.
Yes, I've just seen on Lewis, on FY's and Connor's...
So is this why Jensen and the others went for what we thought was a 2-stop? They knew a rain was coming.
Zeros has picked up another 3-second time penalty. That moves him up to...
This now becomes interesting when people decide to, if they decide to change for Inters, because these medium runners, their tyres are going to start to be... Within 2 laps, they were going to be looking at changing to softs.
I mean, Henry's already caught up by Chris and Rocco by...
What, a second in the last lap?
Yeah, a second in the lap. So now Larry's doing okay. Mick's doing okay still. Mike is on his hards. Maybe that was the call why he went onto the hard tyre.
Yeah,
he thought
definitely.
If it starts raining a bit more, those mediums are going to die out within the next lap, 2-3 laps. They can't.
They're gonna want it to rain within the next 2 laps, really,
yes.
and start raining heavily.
There is a bit of rain actually. It's just run down the camera off the screen.
Yeah, but it's not wet enough yet. They need it to rain heavier. Chris and Rocco are wanting rain, and they're wanting it now, really.
Henry's just taken another second out the last lap.
Oh, and we've got F. Lewis that's gone off track on his hard tyres in the middle of sector 2. And Chris has gone back into the lead. Into turn 2. Is he going to get slowed down yet? He's... you can tell it's starting to get slippery, but not wet enough yet.
I think Rocco's just about to go. Oh, he's going around the outside. Chris...
He's not going to fight that one.
No, but he did just pick up another 3-second time penalty for turning in a bit too quick there. What isn't helping these two either, with them passing each other, Henry's just catching up.
Yeah, they're costing each other time.
Fast. Yeah, they are.
It's a battle for the lead that's not probably the smartest battle to be fighting right now. We've gotten, it's Brock, is that? Yeah, Brock's gone off track.
Brock's gone round.
And he's damaged his front wing, so he's going to have to box again. F. Lewis has gone on to the intermediates already. I feel like that's slightly early.
Brock may go on them if he has wing damage. Yeah. I mean, he's only missing an end plate though, so it's not the end of
F.
the world.
Lewis is on them, and I think personally, I could be wrong, obviously. But XL Rocco's just had a big moment out of turn 1. He's kept it out the wall, but he's definitely getting slippery.
Yeah, he has. He's lost that gap. He's lost 2 seconds on Chris there. Mike's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. So maybe it is... I mean...
It still just looks dry.
It's hard to judge off Elfwise. Nick's
Nick
just had a retirement. I don't know.
Has he had a spin out of turn 1?
He has
That's
had
a
a
safety
spin.
car.
He's had a spin.
Safety car. So
Yeah,
what
it
do
is
they
a safety car.
What do the front runners do now?
Brock's just pit for intermediates. So he's going to come out... Oh, there's a delta though, there will be, so... Yeah, I think
he's going to come out behind, unfortunately, but it's what do the front two do now? I mean, they've got to box, so it's time for them to stop anyway.
Henry had caught up by another 4 seconds over the last lap and a half. Before that safety car.
He's got it down to 5 seconds. I think they've got to go for the intermediates.
Yeah, I think they've got to.
I think they've got to.
Chris will obviously box. These medium runners have to come off these whatever happens.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Is it going to stay like this and get brighter again within 5 minutes, or are they going to...
We obviously we don't have that, unfortunately. No, Chris is putting inters on. Yeah, and Rocco it will do the same, surely. I think they've got to, looking at the weather now.
Guys will... It'll be...
Yeah, it'd be suicide not to at this point.
Inters. Is everyone going to pit? The only person who shouldn't pit are Brock downwards, because they're already on the... now Larry has got... Oh no, obviously there's... Hopefully no one's double stacking here. I didn't see.
There will be the odd double stack potentially, and there'll be some time penalties being served for speeding in pit lanes and things.
I think Mike has jumped...
Has Mike gone on to mediums?
Mike is on mediums, yes. And
that's a bold call.
I think he jumped a couple of cars, but mediums, unless it's... That is very bold, isn't it?
Unless he thinks it's going to clear up quickly. But that is a bold call, because if it continues to rain like it is doing, it's just not going to work.
If it cleans up and he can hold on to the back of some of these, and he should be okay. But
he's got one thing that might save him. If it stops raining, this safety car isn't going to come in for probably 2 or 3 laps looking at the field spread.
Yep. No,
if he's thinking it's only going to be a short shower, he might have played a master stroke. If it continues to rain like this, he's in trouble.
The problem is I can now see on the track going through sector 2, is that? Yeah, through sector 2 you can see little bits on the track with the rain hitting the actual track now. It wasn't doing that earlier through that sector, so it's actually getting heavier.
Yeah, it's just, if it stays like this, Mike might feel that if it doesn't get any worse, he can control it.
They're all on it.
But if it just continues to get worse, he's in trouble.
He has 15 seconds of time penalties as well.
I'm guessing that's why he's gone for it. I think he's feeling he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, if it dries up and they all have to box, I mean, he can try and stay within that gap.
He can then make his 15 seconds up of penalties on their pit stop.
He doesn't need 15 off Snow, Larry and Chris though. They both have 12.
Well, to be fair, yeah, he doesn't need much. He probably doesn't need that much off any of them.
The problem that all these guys might have here, look at Smalley and Nelly with no penalties. I know Rocco and Henry only have 3. They're doing very well there. They're placed very well, I think, if this rain stays out. But Nelly and Smalley here could definitely jump up.
I will be back with you in a second. Well, we've just got this safety car out.
It should be out for another... Yarham is right at the back. I think he's just pit. So this safety car will be out for at least another lap after this one, I would think. I think it's done 2 now. Penalties are going to be massive with 12 laps to go here. 10 laps to go once the safety car comes in as well. But yeah, the massive shock here. Mike's gone to mediums. Yeah, unlucky, Nick. That was very unlucky. You had a good start there as well. The track does look like it's getting wetter though. You can now see a few slippery marks on it.
Back with you.
It's still raining. In fact,
It's
I
getting
think
worse.
Yeah,
the track
it's getting
looks wetter.
worse.
It looks a lot wetter.
There's now actually, if you go to Mike's camera,
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of
full.
spray.
Yeah, this has not worked for Mike, unfortunately. Because we're going to be racing next lap.
Yes, we are. We're going to be racing next lap. I mean, at the end of this first corner, it does look quite nice. But when you get to sectors 2 and 3, it doesn't look very nice at all. But I do think he might struggle here. While we'll do position change at the moment. Chris is up 5 and so is Rocco. Henry's up 1. Snow Larry's up 13. He's had a great race from the back. I think that pit stop helped him as well. I think he jumped a couple of cars in the pit. Mike's up 11. Zero's down 4. Clarkie's up 4. Nelly's up 6. He's had a great race at the moment. Smalley and TTG have stayed where they were. Connor's up 7 from the back. Jensen and Brock are down 11 and 10 from first and third.
Yeah, it looked promising for the McLaren guys at the start, but it's kind of unravelled a little bit so far. But there is 11 laps to go.
Yep,
and anything can happen in the rain.
And the safety car should be coming.
Yeah, safety car is in this lap. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go back to the front, guys. I'll just finish off. Pelly's up 1. Elfwise is down 2, and Yarham, he's had a bit of trouble today. He's down 4. So Chris will just hopefully. I mean, he needs a good start here. He needs to try and get away from Rocco. Henry looked like he had massive pace on his dry tyres.
And they're off and away. Mike's struggling. Mike's nearly gone. I stayed on board with Mike. Yeah, he's pulled over to one side. He's letting everybody go, I think.
Yeah,
he's realised this is not working. Yeah, he's let everybody go.
We've got Clarkie going up the outside Zero here. Very close to the outside of the track. And the front 5 here, front 4, they've all bolted at the moment. Zero and Clarkie are battling into that first corner. That's giving them, and Snow Larry shot past Henry there. I think Henry must have had a bad exit out of there because he's just lost a place. Looking at
yellow flag showing in sector 3, but there's nobody in sector 3, so that's quite odd. I'm not quite sure what that was.
Sector
now got yellow
1
flag in
is a
sector
yellow
1 with nobody there.
flag with no car. And it didn't bring out safety car, which is even better because I know last year the game used to glitch sometimes. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, that's the pit straight.
Yeah, it's going to be a permanent glitch for the rest of this race, I think.
So Chris has gained, he's got a second out. There's a yellow flag sector 1, this is just going to carry on happening, I think. So Chris has gained a second off Rocco there. Snow Larry is right behind him. Chris Allen just got another 3-second time penalty. I don't know if 15, depending on how fast
Sean
he
Larry's
pushes
going to get XL and Rocco here, I think.
Yeah,
is
I
he?
think
Up
he'll
in turn
push to
2.
the inside. He's defending it. I think he's had to back out slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a brave move into the.
Oh, everyone's gone up.
In the wet.
What's happened to Smalley, or has nothing happened?
No, I think he's having a few timing at screen issues.
Glitches. Something's happened to TGG though. He spun coming out of the second corner, and he's.
Oh, hang on, something has happened to Smalley because he's now showing us last on the road.
Yes, and he's also got no wing.
No,
so
but he's not right. No, Smalley isn't last on the road. The timing screen's wrong. He's showing last, but he isn't.
Oh, he does have a wing.
Yeah, but Jensen's now up to 8th.
He's actually in 7th. So Smalley's actually in 7th. Connor's in 8th, just behind him.
Right, yeah, hopefully this will all sort itself out in a second. Oh, and Mike, I think, is off the road. Yeah, Mike's really struggling still on those mediums. He's persisting with that strategy at this point.
Nelly's doing okay. I mean, he's only lost 2 seconds to Clarkie here, but he has got.
Yarham is off the road. Yarham's on soft tyres.
Yarham's on soft tyres.
He's boxed at some point, and that isn't working for him either.
Mike's got through on his mediums. I think they'll box. I think they've got to really. If they want to finish this race, I feel they have to. They have to box. Rocco got a really bad exit, and Snow Larry is very close to him. Chris has a massive gap there now. of 2.3 seconds.
2.5 seconds.
So
he needs to get that up to 9.
He needs to get up to 9, but he can't get any more penalties. If he gets another 3, I think he'll lose a podium here. Henry's looking quite good only with the 3-second time penalty. Nelly's looking great as well. Zero's got 9. Snarlarry's got 12. Clarky's got 9. So with these guys all pushing, they've got the penalties.
Still trying to figure out what's going on with the Smalley situation. I wonder if he is. Has he been lapped? I'm not quite sure what's happening there.
I think he may have got lapped. He's 23 seconds behind Mike, who's on the.
Yeah, he must have had an accident at somewhere. He is now showing last.
Yeah.
He's still showing last.
Yeah, he is, because Mike's now in front of him on the Inters. Mike's had to go on Inters. He has been lapped, I believe. If not... Saying that, he's only stopped once, so I have no idea.
Jensen and Brock are not managing to get past Connor and Nelly at this point. And there's starting to gap to
Connor's
form
just got past Nelly.
Yeah, and Brock's going to go up the inside of Jensen.
Oh, I think Brock had a bit of... He had a better... Jensen struggled throughout that corner, hasn't he, for traction, I believe. I think Brock got an inside line and just got better traction. I think Smalley's either last or he's 7th.
I definitely believe he's last now.
Yeah. Chris has lost a little bit of time to Rocco, who's gained a little bit of time off Snarl Larry. Snarl Larry up 14 from 17th. He's had a great race. A little bit of luck in the pit stop.
It's all going to come down penalties for him, though, unfortunately, at this point.
Yeah, it is. That is a problem.
It's going to cost him a podium. It's going to cost Chris a podium right now. The person winning this race, I think, is actually Henry on penalties, if you look at it. I
believe it is. I mean, he is... If we go to...
Yeah, he's 1.6 behind Rocco.
Yeah, 1.6. Yeah.
And the penalties are 3 as a difference.
Pelly's just got past Brock there. Pelly's moved up into top 10 there. I don't know if Brock had a problem. He must have had a little skid because he wasn't...
Yeah, he was ahead of Jensen, wasn't he? So something happened for him.
Nelly's
now Nelly's losing traction out of that corner.
Yeah, he is. He's lost some time to Connor as well, who's passed him. But I think if he can stick 6 laps left, if he can stay within, 6 seconds of Connor, he's going to jump 4 cars. 3 cars.
Sorry. Brock's. He's on
no, Nelly.
Oh, Nelly, sorry, yeah.
There's a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. I don't think that was anyone.
Oh no, we do have a spinner. Is that Henry?
Henry's just
It is.
spun.
Henry's had a spun. And that, he was on to win the race.
Yes, he was. Mike's just got a 3-second time penalty, so that won't help him. But yeah, Henry's had a spin. I mean, he's down now in 12th.
That's going to ruin his chances. He's done what I did at Baku.
Yeah, yeah. He threw the lead away. Chris needs to try and push now here. He needs 9 seconds off Rocco.
Nelly has now picked up a penalty. That's his first one, so he's now level with Jensen and Brock on penalties.
Yes,
which leaves Connor with a chance of catching up, because everybody ahead of him is minimum 6 seconds of penalties. So if Connor can keep it smooth, he's now on to win this race. I mean, he started 18th?
He started last, yeah, he started 18th. And I think he had a spin as well. He lost his wing, didn't he?
He did, he lost his front wing on the exit of the final corner.
We try and change this to leader. So he is, what is he? He's 7, so he's 3 seconds behind Zero. 4-5. He's 5 seconds behind Rocco. So yeah.
Yeah, 5.5 at the minute. He needs to just start clawing that gap down a little bit if he can.
Problem is these guys all in front of him they won't have DRS, but they'll have a he's just taken another bit of time out of
He's got it down to 5 seconds to Rocco now. If you keep doing that, he's on to win this race.
In fact, Smalley in front of him, I know he's ghosting because he's being lapped, but I still believe he's getting some
We're getting a toe off him.
Toe off him, yeah, of course he is. He's going to get a massive toe off him. He may even get DRS if he gets close enough.
No, because we don't have DRS activated right now, so we're in the rain,
yes,
and
bush
it looks like, has Henry had another incident? Yes, Henry's had another incident, unfortunately.
Yeah, Henry's going round.
He's unfortunately left the session with the car still on
Pelly
track.
is in the pit. Oh, has he left session?
Yes.
Did he
It's
retire?
not ideal, no, he's just left the session with the car running on track.
Yep, so Henry is not there now. Now Larry's just picked up another 3-second time penalty. That moves him to the same as Chris, so he needs to find 6 seconds into 0 in the last 4 laps.
Oh, Yarham's having issues on the start-finish straight. There's a yellow flag everywhere. There's somebody off in sector 3.
I think that's Nelly. Nelly's retired as well. He's had a big crash. We'll find out from Henry's car when he goes
and that's a safety
round.
car. Safety car.
Safety
So
car.
this-
Is anyone going to box? Who's
No.
back? I
There's nobody there to box.
Someone's just
unfortunately.
boxed. Someone's
Everybody's
just
in.
boxed.
Oh, Pelly's got a penalty for speeding under the safety car, drive-through penalty.
Pelly's got
I'm
a
quite
box
sure what's
now.
happened there. But
Someone
they're all ahead of the safety car, so yes, they've got to go to Delta, but they're all can keep moving.
So they're going to be on lap 34, do a lap, and have 2 laps left of racing.
Yeah, there's nobody going to box at this point. But this is handed. It's Connor, surely. This has handed the race to Connor now.
I would think so, yeah. I mean, as soon as he is having issues with those tyres though, but yeah, I think it has.
As long as he keeps it on the track now, he can't not win.
And I've just realised, look who's in 9th, Lewis, Elfwise. He hasn't got a penalty either.
Oh wow!
Yes.
He could end up. Oh, Messina's retired. Messina's just come up as DNF. Has he retired in the pit lane?
No, there's a car on the main straight which isn't moving.
That's kind of the pit lane.
No, sector 1, the second straight.
Oh, sector 1, yeah.
Just behind the safety car. That
Yeah.
is TTG's car. The car behind that safety car is TTG's. We'll go to Pelly, we'll be able to see it. Where's he binned it then? Or has he just pulled over? He's in the wall on the right. That would be interesting to know how he done that, but Smalley has been overtaken by Connor. And then Smalley's gone past back through Connor. Connor has obviously, yeah, he's just gone back.
Not quite sure what's going on with Connor and Smalley, or why Connor keeps passing him. Because surely he's going to get done for an illegal overtake under a safety car there.
Well, Connor's got an X above his name in my screen.
Connor isn't there.
He is not there. Well, that kills the...
So Connor's left session, but it was on to win. I'm slightly confused what's happened there.
I don't know how long he hasn't been there, but his car is definitely ghosted. I can see it now. I couldn't before.
Connor has rejoined the
Connor's
session, so he must have just had a connection issue.
Pelly's got that drive-through, so that won't help him. He's serving it now. That will lose him his top 10 position.
He can't serve it now, can he? Because we're under safety car conditions, he can't serve it.
Good point. And he's
I fell foul to in Canada, so he's going to have to do it on the last lap.
I think the safety car should come in this lap, but yeah, Connor's
safety car is in this lap, so
Connor's back in his car.
So at the minute, it's going to be Connor first and Jensen second, based on penalties right now.
Rocco needs Jensen not to get past anyone. That's what he needs. Rocco can finish second here, but he just needs Jensen could have Jensen from first to last. He could have a great race. I mean, a few of them have done it, haven't they? Connor's gone first to last. We've restarted. Connor's got swamped by Smalley and Jensen.
I think Connor's not in his car.
Connor might not be in his car yet. Actually, it probably won't let him over.
Clark has got a time penalty.
That moves him to 12. That's not going to help him. Zero's got 9. He's just gone up the inside of him. Chris has managed to pull a gap there anyway. Brock is close to Jensen here. Clarky has gone up the inside of Zero.
And this is helping Jensen. He's
I don't
only
think
3 seconds off the
back
lead.
in his car, but he's moved back down to 9th, which is such a shame. Lewis is now in front of him in 8th. He's gonna finish very high up with 2 laps left. There's a gap forming to Snarl Larry to Clarky as well already, so that will help Rocco.
Yeah, because Jensen's unfortunately kind of stuck behind Zero right now and not really making inroads, so he's...
I think he'll be happy though.
Yellow flag sector 3, is that a real yellow flag? That's Pelly serving his drive-through penalty.
Yes, it is. We'll come on to the last lap though. We'll stick with Chris because he is first. His time penalties. If he can get a 3-second gap to Clarkey, he doesn't lose a place to him or Snarl Larry. Or Zero really. He needs 6 seconds, but I don't. He's only got 3, so I don't think he's going to get another one. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, 2 and 3. The whole track is yellow, but we are on the last lap. Brilliant.
I'm not sure what that means. Nobody can overtake. That does mean, for one thing.
Yeah.
Which means this means Jensen can't actually overtake Smalley because he'll get done for overtaking the yellow flags.
I believe so.
Although he has just passed him, so at this point I'm not 100% certain who's going to win or what's actually happening. Does F. Lewis win at this point? No, he's now over 6 seconds behind Rocco.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think Rocco's got this. Lewis might get a podium here if he can hold on to the last.
If he could have just stayed within 6 seconds, he would have actually won the whole thing.
Chris is going to drop down to, I believe, 5th.
So Chris is out of the podium, Sean Larry's out of the podium, Clark is out of the podium. Yeah, I think we're going to have Rocco, Jensen, Brock as a top 3 maybe?
Pelly's just got another 3-second time penalty, I don't know.
But Chris is going to come over the line as the winner on track, followed by Rocco and Sean Larry. But then, as the penalties happen, let's see what's going to happen. Rocco's going to win. No, Jensen does win the race. Jensen's done it by 3,000. No, Left Lewis did it.
Left Lewis
did it on the final corner.
By half a second because he didn't have any time penalties.
He was 6.5 seconds behind with 2 corners to go.
So we thought Jensen won it by 3 thousandths, and then Lewis comes and wins it by half a second because he didn't have penalties.
And Rocco gets 3rd, Brock 4th, Zero 5th, Clark is 6th. Chris, unfortunately, all the way down to 7th from winning on track. Connor finishes 8th, although I'm not sure if he's even there or was there when that race ended. His car's
still ghosted, but I don't think he's there, which is a shame because he pretty much had that race. He was in front of Lewis, wasn't he?
And Davies just put, what on earth's going on? We're not really sure.
And Clarkey and a hell of a load of drivers just got 20-second time penalties because...
this is going to be... Whoever's going to be the steward for this race, good luck.
Pelly also just got one. I know that Brock got one.
Oh yeah, Brock's now been pushed down to 8th. I think all of them will get removed out of the games.
They will get removed.
Some sort of major issue at that point.
The problem I now have is I know who the top 3 are, I don't know where everyone else finished.
The other problem is, do we know what the top 3 is? There is a multitude of penalties and a lot of yellow flags. I mean, my game's still showing that we're on lap 36 of 36 and there's yellow flags on every part of the track. So whether we actually have a winner at this point, I don't know, because the session isn't ending.
Smalley apparently has finished because he's been lapped, but he hasn't finished because he's still going round.
I think the session's broken, if I'm honest.
I think everyone's left.
They're not going to get a end leaderboard here to view penalties.
They're going to have to sort something out. I mean...
good luck, admin, is all I'm going to say, how you sort this one out. There unfortunately won't be a podium celebration with any of the top 3 drivers because the session has left and ended.
What we know, though, Elfwise is definitely, or what we think has won this race.
Well, what we think is your top 3, we believe, is F. Lewis, Jensen and Rocco. We also believe Brock finished in 4th, but that's open for discussion right now, penalties and whatever else that, because now Connor's showing 6th, he was originally 8th or 9th. Chris was 7th, I think he's now showing 5th, so there's going to be quite a few bits to sort out at the end of this one, I think.
What I will do, I will...
And the cars are still driving round apparently, as though we are still in the race, because Smalley is still going.
Yep, yes, apparently he is. He's just crossed the line and he's still going, and it's still lap 35.
And he's still a lap down.
So I'm going to leave this. I will quit to the main menu.
Pelly's just received another 20-second penalty for not serving a drive-through.
There's a lot of stuff going on here, but I think...
And I'm now going to leave this.
I will send...
I think, do we just end that stream there and call it a night, Paul, with what happened there, if I'm honest?
We need a driver of the day from the comms box. There won't be one from the game now.
No, there won't.
I'm just about to find the end result, and I will read it out when it's on my screen. What a way to start. What a way to finish that. Well, we would have known who finished where. I can't even change the Right, let's get to lap 36. Right, so Lewis won. Elfwise won. Jensen was second. Rocco was third. It says that Brock was fourth. Zero was fifth. Clarkey was sixth. OTL Allen moved down to seventh after winning on track. Connor was eighth. Snow Larry was ninth. Mike was 10th. ERT Henry, after being so far up, finished 11th. Pelly was 12th. Yarham was 13th. And Smalley was 14th. But I believe a couple of them weren't in their cars. Driver of the day for me, whatever happens to Lewis, no penalties, starting 12th, 13th and winning with rain. Not on track, but he maintained that gap, didn't he? So if you're happy, Rob, with that. And I think Rob's left as well.
No, I just muted my microphone, unfortunately. My only other thought was Chris kind of controlled the whole race. I know he ended up with a lot of time penalties, but on the first stint he made sure he kept the gap to the leaders.
That's a good call.
He also then, as soon as he went on to intermediates, he controlled the pace at the front. He was always at the front. I know, unfortunately, he ended up with time penalties, but I feel like he drove a very, very good race, if I'm honest. So it's between those two. I'm happy either way on that one.
To be honest with you, I will go with Chris because we saw he did defend some of the DRS zones as well, and he had that pressure and he got that gap, didn't he? He got a 2.5 second gap.
The first stint he drove brilliantly. He made sure he stuck with the leaders.
Yes, he did.
And was in the right position to take advantage of the rain as it came. I know the penalty happened, but yeah, I'd say Chris personally.
Yeah, we'll
just based on
Chris
if we just go with on track.
Yeah, he did do very well. Pens will be investigated, no chats. I will bring Jensen in. He finished second. I'll try and find a few people asking for chats. We didn't really know who finished or what to add. Let's send an invite out. So Rocco finished on the podium. Jensen is somewhere here. Jensen's there, and I don't know if I'll be able to find Lewis. I'll send those out first anyway. We'll get them in, see how their races went. Jensen and Rocco, yeah. Rocco had an X near his name, but there's Jensen. I don't... Yeah, I couldn't see him. Oh, there he is. At the end it was. Oh, Smalley, I thought he was lapped. I thought so. Yeah, that wasn't very easy to sort that out. Jensen, you finished second by... Lewis is here, hold on. Can you hear us? Lewis? You finished first, mate. You had a very good race with no penalties. Obviously the safety car helped close the gap for the others, but apart from that, yeah, well done, very well done to you. How did you feel it went anyway? Because obviously the safety car definitely helped, but until that point, how were you in that race? Cool. Yeah, it's very, very good. Yeah, you started on the hard tyre, didn't you?
Your last lap must have been good, because I was watching the guys, and you were about 6.5 seconds behind leader with half a lap to go, so your final sort of half a lap must have been quick to get you back to the front.
No, I...
Therefore, right time to take advantage of kind of what happened around you.
Well, as soon as the safety car come out, we knew you had a podium if you could. Especially with that last safety car, we knew you had a podium. It was just where we thought you were going to finish second or third, but you did actually finish. I think just over half a second in front of Jensen. So. Well,
You couldn't see, obviously, the cars ahead of you, there was some 15s, some
and
14s,
12s.
so there was a lot of penalties ahead of you in the end.
I mean, Yep. Yep. Rocco was the person we thought who was going to win, just where he was. He only had, I think, 6 seconds. He had 6 seconds of time penalty. Jensen beat him by 3 thousandths. Jensen only had 3, I think, and you beat him by half a second. So, yeah. But no, well done today anyway. It was a very good drive. Jensen, you went from the start to the back to the front to the yeah, yeah, every position. You had a good start, but did you? I don't think we caught. Did you spin? Did you have a spin or contact or? On on the left hand curb. Yep.
The side or something, but it was nothing. But I mean, yeah.
Well, you did
Yeah,
well
so
to.
I noticed it. We didn't actually see it, but I noticed you'd gained a lot of places and then disappeared again, and we'd noticed something had gone wrong at some point.
But yeah, I think the late safety cars helped me. There was a bit gutting for guys like Chris and that.
Oh, it was massively gutting for Rocco, Chris, and even I think Henry in the end. He had a great race, but he couldn't deal with the wet. He just spun 3 or 4 times on the last 3 laps. So.
And unfortunately, Jensen, your teammate had a very similar fate to you. A lap later, he spun exit of the final corner, which ended up putting both McLarens down from first and third to, I think you were both last and next to last at one point. And then Brock, we're not quite sure where he ended up finishing because he was showing 4th, but you said Smalley's 4th, so he's somewhere in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Smalley got. I think of course he was shown a lap behind, but he's probably going to get that pen moved for what happened with Connor anyway. So I mean, yeah, he won the race.
We did see a couple of people upside. Well, I saw one car upside down today.
What?
Oh. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been TTG.
Messina,
I think it was Messina. He was upside down after a collision with someone, but there was a few incidences. But apart from that, it was nice to see the first couple of laps were quite clean though, with no damage and that. You guys seem to be able to drive very
First
clean.
stint though, Jensen, do you think you were kind of all costing each other time to the medium runners? Did that? I know you had a spin in the end, but I think by the middle of that stint, you were all kind of hindering each other, weren't you? Really, on the softs.
We were just racing. It was good racing, but I enjoyed the race between Zero, Brock, and all that for the race.
Yeah, you passed Zero about 6 times each, didn't you? You and Zero.
But yeah, glad I only picked up only one little penalty. I think was on 2 warnings again at the end, so I think that's the best I was going to pick up. At least there's a guaranteed podium from that, so in the end it's all good.
Good, and I hope you can sort out where everyone finished as well. I don't think Rocco's joining us.
Yeah, it'll be sorted out.
Yeah, I don't think Rocco's joining us.
All the 20 seconds will be removed from that glitch at the end, and
yeah,
by the penalties get sent in will get removed, I guess. But yeah, in the end it will be done and dusted.
But it was entertaining. I will give you all that.
Yeah, very entertaining. We gave Chris driver of the day. It was between you and you, Lewis, and Chris. But Chris, I think he apart from his penalties, he defended very well. He stayed with obviously the guys on the soft tyre. He stayed within that second gap for what 15, 14 laps. So we gave it to him. But the game probably would have given it to you. I'm not sure. Right, I think that's everything. Thank you guys and well done, and we will see you all next week on Monday for OTL and Wednesdays for OTL Elite. See you later.